So let's talk in greater detail about filters and how they work. So far we have talked quite a bit about the filter pane, which is a great solution if you have a lot of filters. Another benefit is that the filter pane can be collapsed or expanded if you want your users to be able to hide the filter pane when it's not being used. But next, we need to talk about the actual filter types that are available in the filter pane. These are called filter cards, which are not to be confused with the card visual that we discussed earlier in the course. Filter cards come in several forms, but the most common are basic and advanced. A basic filter creates a list of checkboxes that can be used to filter a specific field from your data. It's ideal when a field has a list of items that users need to filter and it contains a search box. The advanced filter is useful for filtering numbers and dates because users can select ranges to filter their dataset. For example, maybe all data points between two dates. Finally, some data types, like dates, also allow special filter types like relative filtering. If, for example, you want to view the last 90 days or the past 6 months of data. Another important concept that makes filters somewhat different from slicers is how they filter data in your report. As noted earlier, the filter pane lets you filter only a specific visual on your report, an entire page of your report, or all of the pages in your report. Report level filters are useful when you need to filter an entire report to only show part of your dataset. For example, let's say you have a massive dataset with almost a decade of data, but your report only needs to visualize the last 3 years of data. By applying a filter like this one pictured to all pages of your report, you can ensure all pages and data visuals in your report are only showing the most recent 3 years of your dataset. Page level filters, on the other hand, are useful when you need to apply a filter only to one specific page in your report. For example, maybe you work for a company and California is such an important market that your CEO asks for a page in your report that spotlights only that specific state. A page level filter lets you easily do that. But all other pages on your report would not be affected by this filter. Visual level filters are useful when you need to apply a filter to one and only one visual on a report page. This filter type is useful when you want to apply a filter behind the scenes of a data visualization. For example, maybe you have a bar chart that shows total sales by category, but you only want to view that chart for one specific game developer in your dataset. A visual filter lets you filter a specific visual without changing other visuals on the page. Another common use for visual level filters is configuring a visual to only show a specific number of values. The top N filter type is useful when the field you are using in a visual has dozens, if not hundreds of values, and only a few are important. For example, imagine you have a bar chart like this one, and you only really want to show the top 5 values for a given measure, like total sales or total game units sold. Applying a top N filter can help you easily do that. For example, if you just want to show the top 5 games by the number of units sold. And later, I will demonstrate how. To recap, filters are applied to reports using the filter pane, which is next to the visualizations pane in Power BI. Filters can be applied to different levels of your report, from specific visuals to the entire report itself. Filters are useful because the filter pane puts them all in one location, and the items in the filter pane are called cards, which are not to be confused with the card data visual.